आनंद के दायक देवों में हो श्रेष्ठ तुम परमानंद के दायक हे गणाधिपति करो हरण सबके संकट हे गणाधिपति करो हरण सबके संकट अंतहीन हो तुम तम के नाशक अंतहीन हो तुम तम के नाशक हर बच्चों के आँखों में हो तुम गणपति विनायक बच्चों के आँखों में हो तुम गणपति विनायक तामसमय जगत के हो तुम तामसमय जगत के हो तुम दिव्य ज्योति प्रदायक अंतहीन हो तुम तम के नाशक अंतहीन हो तुम तम के नाशक सिंदूर वदन हो तुम गौरी माँ के बालक अंतहीन हो तुम तम के नाशक अंतहीन हो तुम तम के नाशक तम के नाशक तम के नाशक
धरे मोहर मुरली पर होठ पे माया विराजे बाजे रे मुरलिया बाजे मुरलिया बाजे बाजे मुरली मुरलिया बाजे बाजे रे मुरलिया बाजे बाजे रे मुरलिया बाजे हर हर बास की बनी मुरलिया हर हर बास की बनी मुरलिया मरम मरम को छुए अंगुलिया मरम मरम को छुए अंगुलिया चंचल चतुर अंगुलिया जिस पर चंचल चतुर अंगुलिया जिस पर कनक मुरलिया साजे बाजे मुरलिया बाजे बाजे रे मुरलिया बाजे बाजे मुरलिया मुरलिया बाजे रे मुरलिया बाजे बाजे रे मुरलिया बाजे भूल गैया गली गगरिया भूल गैया गली गगरिया भूल गए गोढ़न को सवरिया भूल गए गोढ़न को सवरिया जाने जाने ये जो जाने 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 ये जो जाने जाने अग तक सारा बाजे मुरलिया बाजे बाजे मुरलिया बाजे बाजे मुरली मुरलिया मुरलिया बाजे
Good morning. Let's start in this meditation, inviting Shri Mataji to our global morning meditation. Mother, we surrender to you. With all respect, let's do the Namaskar to Shri Mataji. Then rise Kundalini and collective Bandha. Absorbing the vibrations of the Maha Mantra. Let's put both hands on the Mother Earth or directing to the Mother Earth. Let the Mother Earth absorb any imbalance from our left and right sides. Now let's put both hands on our laps. We are just a pure spirit. Let the light of the spirit enlighten all the centers in our Sahasrara. Let's keep the attention at the Sahasrara. Let the light of Shri Mataji enter to our Sahasrara. Let's surrender our ego and superego to our Universal Mother, the Holy Ghost. Mother, you are the doer, and you are the enjoyer. We are your children, and you gave us the connection with the divine. Mother, please accept our prayers and let us to go deep in our beings. Thank you so much for giving us Sri Ganesha, our big brother. Salutation to Sri Ganesha in all our chakras. Let's put the attention in our Muladhara chakra and also at the top of the head in our Sahasrara. Sri Ganesha, you are the guardian of our mother, or you are the guardian of our innocence. Let's say the mantra Shri Ganesha 4 times. Om Tvameva Sachat Shri Ganesha Sachat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sachat Shri Ganesha Sachat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sachat Shri Ganesha Sachat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sachat Shri Ganesha Sachat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Ganesha, please give us the wisdom and make us innocent like you. I recognize that our meditation has influence not only inside us, personal, but also all over the world. So now let us for peace to the world and give love to the world. Let's put the attention deep inside with the blessings received from Sri Mataji. Now let's have the Ganesha Atarva Church.
ॐ नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं ऋतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं माम् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवधातारम् अवानोचानमवशिष्यम् अवपश्चात्तात् अवपुरस्तात् अवोत्तरात्तात् अवदक्षिणात्तात् अवचोर्ध्वात्तात् अवाधरात्तात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वमानन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमिष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो नीलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरों गणादिं पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादिं तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वारपरतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण ऋद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपं गकारपूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वारश्चान्त्यरूपं बिन्दुरुत्तररूपं नादसन्धानं संहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणकऋषिः निच्छृद्गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ती प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रदञ्च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृते पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते लम्बोदरायैकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति आजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Let's stay in the thoughtless awareness state. Keeping both hands towards Sri Mataji's photograph. Sri Mataji, please give us the state of Nirvishara, complete silence inside us. Let's say the mantra Shri Nirvishara. Om Tvameva Sachat Shri Nirvishara Sachat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let Shri Mataji absorb all our thoughts. State in the present. Now let's go to the state of no doubts. Asking Shri Mataji, please give us the state of Nirvikalpa, the state of complete surrender. Let's say the mantra Shri Nirvikalpa. Om Tvameva Sachat Shri Nirvikalpa Sachat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. In the state of Nirvikalpa, let's absorb the vibrations from Shri Mataji's talk for the day. And let's do introspection.
It's such a pleasure to be in the ashram in San Diego. It's such a beautiful place, so much expressing the love of God, the divine, the way it wants to help you at every step. If you want to have an ashram, if you want to have a proper place, you want to look after your children well, you want to do God's work, everything is looked after. Everything has to be worked out. If it is not worked out, then how will you do your work? So it all works out. And it's so obvious the way we have different ashrams, such comfortable places at a very reasonable amount that we we can afford, that we can live happily together. This is the abode created by love for you. So the first thing we have to remember that among ourselves we should have complete love. Vasa, we should not trust people who try to divide us, who try to give us wrong ideas. It's very easy to make out a person who is a Sahajogi from the heart. It's very easy to make out. You have to be a little more sensitive and you'll find out such a person very easily. Whatever may be the cunning, it can be discovered. Nobody can act against God now because everything will be discovered and will be found out. But we have to have our attention fully on your mother. But some people do get little more fanatic because they are so attached. Doesn't matter. You'll come round. But it's better to be fanatic than to be doubting. So those people who do things little over should come into a life that whatever they see, whatever they understand in Sahaja Yoga, whatever happens, they will accept it without any anxiety about it. This is the point, that we build up our images about Sahaja Yoga also. We cannot build up. It is what it is. We cannot build up our image that we think Sahaja Yoga should be like this, Sahaja Yoga should be like that. It cannot be. You cannot compromise. You just cannot compromise. It has to be what it is. It cannot be anything that you want it to be. You cannot mold it because it is fixed long time back. Now it is what it is, and that is why it is working out so well, so efficiently. But to make it more efficient, you have to accept its working. Like yesterday's timings, I knew there must be something, and the time was not yet ready. The time I spent here would have been spent raising their Kundalini, unnecessarily wasted. Instead of that, 5 minutes it took me to give them realization. So it's everything has to be understood in that light. Gradually you will start seeing the divine play, how things work out, how it helps you. But supposing God has brought something before you. Dr. Varlika told me a nice story about this, which is very interesting, that between the goddess of wealth and the goddess of education, there was a little conflict. You can say education or the Saraswati, which if neglected or if too much adored can make you egoistical. In the sense that if you become a person who is after learning, you can be thrown on the other side. So this lady wanted to test the power of wealth. So she said to the Lakshmi that, all right, let's see on this person. This person was a beggar. He needed money and very much. So Lakshmi put a lot of money in a big utensils, what we call handa, and put it in his way. This fellow was walking, so Saraswati entered into his mind. As soon as Saraswati enters into the mind, he became egoistical. And he didn't even look at that, just walked off. That was his need, but he walked off. So it suggests one thing, that when people become egoistical, start making their own plans, start making their own suggestions and images they form, then what happens? That the divine, which is trying to supply for your need, for your wants, for your solutions, disappears. This is what happens, that we do not allow the divine to have its play. This is not only on material level. It is true also on emotional level. It is true also on our physical level. But the best of all, that it is true about spiritual level also. So we should not miss the point. Let the divine play its role and we should be able to see. Like Krishna has said, Karmanye Vadikaraste. It is our job to do the job. Now we've done the puja, aarti is done. I said, all right, if he can do it, all right. If he cannot, I'll go by the evening plane. I'm not bothered. Whether I go by morning plane or evening plane, doesn't matter. I'm absolutely relaxed. We discuss certain important points had to be discussed. Some time had to be spent. That has to be done. That's part of our life. So I'm not anxious that I should go by 1 o'clock plane. All right, I'll go by the night plane. Makes no difference to me. So just to have a very relaxed mind, watch how things come forward. People unnecessarily तुमचा phone start त्याचा. So now when we understand that the divine is having its complete play, its own working, the whole thing is working for us, for you, the Saju. Once you realize that, then you feel absolutely relaxed and you are in joy. But when you start, oh, this should have been like this, that should have been like this, then everything is against joy. Whichever way it comes, it is all right. Once you develop that attitude, then the joy will be complete. I've seen in emotional life also, if people suffer too much. The reason is, for everything you start thinking. Now in India, how we get married is very simple. See, from childhood, we are taught that you will be married. So you must learn how to live with your husband. And a man is always told how to treat your wife. But they don't know who is the wife and the husband. But the husband and wife is just a sort of a symbol. They don't know which one it is. Just could be anyone. So once you accept her as a dharma, it comes as a surprise to you. And just enjoy. Now the whole thing is built up to a point, to a moment, which has to be auspicious also. Of course, they consult the horoscopes. That's an important part, because horoscopes, if you don't consult, could be quite disastrous. So they consult the horoscopes. And if there are so many points, they say 26 points is ideal, then they get married. Otherwise, they don't. Now, it's not necessary that we do not meet, or we meet. Sometimes the people meet, talk to each other for 1 year. Maybe that their marriages are postponed, there's no auspicious time. They get some time to be together, but never in private. They never go into privacy. So that moment is kept a sacred moment when you are going to meet your husband or wife. That's a very sacred moment. So you are concentrated on that. So suddenly it is decided. Now you keep that moment as sacred moment. Even sometimes it happens that you get some time in between, quite a lot after decision could be that you have to continue as a feeling, seeing that person, this, but then you do not divert your attention. It's completely concentrated effort. It clicks because you just accept. But here people live together for 3 years, then they marry and divorce. I can't understand. Even in 3 years you live, 7 years you live, 10 years they live, still they do the same. So what's the use of knowing each other for so many years till you divorce? But it just clicks if you understand that it's a concentrated moment where you have everything concentrated and you just meet the person and accept that person as your companion. Maybe one or two fail, but if you don't think about it, it won't fail so much. Because after marriage, you start thinking, oh, I expected this, I expected that, I thought this would be so, that's not so. And always trying to find fault with another, not with yourself. This is the best part of it. Not seeing that how you are adjusting to that person. Once you start thinking about marriage, marriage is finished, already done. As a child is born to you without thinking what sort of a child is going to come, you love the child. In the same way, in the marriage, you have to develop that kind of a concentrated feeling. Then only marriages will be successful. But here, you see, like when you purchase something, you buy something, all right. Then you think, oh, it was not good, I should have bought something else, would have been better, this, that. So you go to another thing. Things are different. Things are things. Human beings are living things. They are not dead things that you can change one from another. I could have got that one or that one. You cannot go on like this with human beings. You are playing with the divine then. And this is the main point where we feel that Sahaja yogis have to learn to accept with joy, with happiness, and not to project nonsensical ideas. Then only you will find your joy will be complete. Otherwise, it will not be. Then, if you come, say, to the physical side, like here it is, if a woman is very thin, she wants to have legs like this, hands like this, body like this. Why? I mean, imagine everybody to be regimented into certain patterns, so much of the waist, so much of the thing. Horrible it will be. I mean, you'll be tired and fed up with that. So you want to be like that. Now the fashion comes in that physically we should be Mr. America or whatever you may call it. So everybody is doing jogging, everybody running like mad. But why? You have your own personality. Keep it up. You need certain things for your body, the way you are. Of course, if your health is not all right, then you try with your chakras cure it. But to appearances, to think that I should look like this, I should be like that, makes no difference at all. So again, another madness starts. So people are very unhappy. You see, you go to these very so-called elite classes where most of the men are very highly paid, educated, top class people. Women are also educated, everything. And what they talk is this only, how much calories you eat, this or that. You don't understand what's the matter with these people. Their level is so low. That's a decent talk. And if they come to indecency, they can go to any level also there. So that shows that there has been no evolution in that person. They just think on those terms. And that's how they become very serious. Very seriously, they discuss all these things. You feel like laughing at them the way they are stupid. So all these things are regarded as so important in a country like America or any other country. Shows the kind of people they have. I mean, in India, nobody's so much bothered about the figure, at least in my age. People never liked very thin girls because they thought they must be very irritable, hot tempered, all the time thinking. They never liked very thin girls. I really tell you, even now my husband doesn't like. He said, you see, men have befooled women. And that's why women are doing all these things. You see, he's a simple man, so he thinks that the men have befooled them. So it's like that. And then they make legs like this, or teeth like this, or nose like this, and you take a plastic nose, put on. Why? So physical also imbalances come in when we start thinking. Because when we think, we collide with another thinking, then we form a general thinking, then a general pattern is accepted. When that is accepted, people say, all right, let's have it. First, they used to have very tight clothes, you see. And one girl was boasting to me that she wore it for 8 days and she can't take it out now. I said, how? How did you manage? She said, this is something that you can wear and jump into the tub, and then it shrinks and you can't take it out. You can have bath with this, you can do what you like with this. It's very filthy. No, you can wash it nicely and wipe it. But I said, why? Why do such a thing which will completely coagulate your blood inside? Now they started suffering. So now they're having absolutely loose clothes. You see, lanky pankies, casual. This thing. So they jump from one to another when you go on thinking about it, trying to think, trying to devise new methods. But tradition is different. Tradition is that when people are traditional, what happens actually? Those people who are sensible can only become traditional because they understand whatever is to be discarded, whatever is not to be discarded. And they try to understand how we are going to ascend, not by taking one side, but on both the sides we must weigh and balance ourselves and then go ahead. And whatever is to be discarded, to be discarded. Whatever is to be good is to be taken up, like what you call the trial and error business. See, you make the error, all right, give it up. Then take another, all right, give it up. Whatever is good, you take it. And go on with it, and that's how you build up a proper tradition for other people to follow. But those who think of the new things all the time, they want to have something new all the time, then they are very much mistaken that when they do like this, what we call is a tomfoolery with the new things, they can land themselves into terrible messes. And that's what exactly has happened to most of the Western countries. That everything new they try. Now the new craze is cocaine. All right, have cocaine. I mean, even I would not be surprised if Prince Philip takes to such a thing or somebody takes to thing like that. I mean, everybody wants to try new. And if you say you cannot try, then they say, why? Why not? This is a very big problem with the Western mind. So you all people should also understand, don't try new things in Sahaja Yoga. Sahaja Yoga is a traditionally built thing. Don't try anything new in Sahaja Yoga. Whatever we have is more than sufficient. You don't try anything new. People who tried new things have jumped into problems. So do not try something new. Like somebody said that nowadays, say I heard in London, we had some people who started giving lectures and giving new methods of surgery suddenly. And they all went mad. I mean, their vibrations were crazy. I didn't know what to do with them. I was quite surprised. I said, why did you try a new method like that? What was the need to try a new method? Oh, they said, well, we thought better try this one. But I said, I have already told you all the methods. Have you tried? Have you perfected yourself? Better try those which I have told you. And then you can ask me and then start something. But you must understand what you are doing. And also I've seen mediocre Sahaja Yogis always do that like that. Try some new method and they'll come out with this thing. Now I'll tell you how to circulate your breath. Why? To circulate your breath. Suddenly they find out a new method. It's a common thing. But these are sometimes could be very sinister people also. So be careful. There is no need to try new methods. Now you have jumped onto that awareness where you have to just be steady. So don't try at this point something new. Just steady yourself. Steady yourself in balance. That's very important. Second point is that everyone should be knowledgeable in surgery. But some people are so funnily knowledgeable that I'm sometimes surprised. Like there was a fellow who was homosexual or nonsensical thing. And then he told some people that, yes, you see, mother says it's all right once in a while. I never said so. I can never say such a thing. Then somebody said, drinking, all right. Mother said, how could I say? There's no compromise. Somebody says, it's all right. You can do some business. I never said so. No, you cannot do. These things are not. They are not meant for you. Don't have to do it at all. Right? So anybody who comes out with such ideas, you tell them nothing of the kind. There's nothing like that. There's no compromise in Sahaja Yoga. No compromise. Whatever methods we have learned, let us practice them to establish ourselves and establish others. You must keep to your maryadas, to your limits. Do not try to fly. Some people think that they are greater Sahaja Yogis and they will do this and they will do that. Then remember that you have to humble down yourself. And remember that when you humble down, you will realize that only the humble people are steady people. So there should be complete humility. Try to acquire more knowledge about Sahaja Yoga. There are so many ways. I have got all my tapes done already. We have got all these Sahaja Yoga books out now. And also Nirmala Yoga is there. So many ways by which you can understand Sahaja Yoga. If you don't understand, you can ask each other, try to analyze it the way you want to understand that what mother is saying is this is what she's saying. Because my lectures are on very, very simple language. I use extremely simple language, avoiding all literary language as far as possible. Of course, sometimes I do have to use difficult words, but normally. So, but beyond that is a very subtle knowledge flowing. So to understand that sometimes may be difficult. You may try to sort of construct something else out of it, may try to sort of interpret something. If there's any such problem, better consult somebody whom you think is capable of advising. But you must accept that. You should not put forward your viewpoint, and it would be very wrong. Then you will be sort of like a derailed train.
Keeping the attention at the Sahasrara, let us ask Mother, help us establish, nourish, and grow higher and deeper into the powers of humility. Give us complete balance in our lives. Mother, please establish self-realization to the whole world. Let us to improve the sense of collectivity. Whenever we are together, Mother is with us. Thank you, Shri Mataji, for let us assemble here in this global morning meditation, and for your presence with us. We surrender to you. Let us to get the balance inside us. Now let's raise Kundalini, Urum Bandhan, and bow to the lotus feet of Shri Mataji. And then stay in meditation with more music.
बंगला अजब बना महाराज, बंगला अजब बना महाराज, जिसमें निर्मल माँ बोले, बंगला अजब बना महाराज। इस बंगले के 10 दरवाजे, बीच पवन का खंबा, इस बंगले के 10 दरवाजे, बीच पवन का खंबा, आवत जावत कोई न दिखे, आवत जावत कोई न दिखे, ये भी एक अचंबा, बंगला अजब बना महाराज, जिसमें निर्मल माँ बोले, बंगला अजब बना महाराज। इस बंगले में चौपड़ मांडी, खेले 5 पचीसा, इस बंगले में चौपड़ मांडी, खेले 5 पचीसा, कोई तो बाजी हार चला है, कोई तो बाजी हार चला है, कोई चला जुग जीता, बंगला अजब बना महाराज, जिसमें निर्मल माँ बोले, बंगला अजब बना महाराज। इस बंगले में पातर नाचे, मनवा ताल बजावे, इस बंगले में पातर नाचे, मनवा ताल बजावे, निरत सुरत का बांध के घुंघरू, निरत सुरत का बांध के घुंघरू, राग छती सोगावे, बंगला अजब बना महाराज, जिसमें निर्मल माँ बोले, बंगला अजब बना महाराज। कहे मछंदर सुन जती गोरख, जिन ये बंगला गाया, कहे मछंदर सुन जती गोरख, जिन ये बंगला गाया, इस बंगले का गावनहारा, इस बंगले का गावनहारा बहुरी जन्म नहीं पाया। बंगला अजब बना महाराज, जिसमें निर्मल माँ बोले। बंगला अजब बना महाराज, जिसमें निर्मल माँ बोले। बंगला अजब बना महाराज, बंगला अजब बना महाराज, बंगला